My name is Josie Beekman, and I am an LSU student majoring in music education. Ultimately, you are not afraid of discussing sexuality in classrooms because it is something we already do. You are afraid of children not being straight. The fact of the matter is that implementing this law will not sway our children's sexuality because being queer is not a choice. It encourages ignorance, and it will only negatively affect our children's mental health. Suicide is the second highest cause of death in adolescents. The Journal of Adolescent Health found that queer teenagers are 3.5 times more likely to attempt suicide than their heterosexual cis peers. For many, teachers are a support system for their students, and for some, it is their only system of support. By prohibiting conversations about the queer community at school, you ensure a rise in this statistic. Furthermore, this bill will drive our teachers out of Louisiana, myself and my peers included. In a time where we are already struggling to fill vacancies, specifically 2,500 as of March this year in Louisiana alone. Queer children will exist whether we are allowed to speak about it at school or not, so we should provide education that does justice to the community rather than stigmatizing it. By passing this bill, you are prioritizing the comfort of adults over the education, safety, and well-being of our children. Lastly, a common misconception is that queer community is too complicated for our children to understand. I challenge you to consider the mature content that we already discuss. Every year, children watch videos of the Twin Towers falling, arguably one of the most graphic and devastating American history topics we discuss in school, and it is one we reference every anniversary. How is it so much easier and appropriate to explain terrorism, war, and death than sexuality and gender identity? An argument I've heard today is that we don't include education on topics such as religion because some believe that it should be taught at home. This statement is simply wrong. We do discuss Hinduism, Christianity, atheism, and among other religions. I can remember learning about these topics throughout my time in school. Why do we do this? Because our backgrounds and beliefs affect our decisions, and we should analyze how it does that. Just as you can discuss religion without trying to convert people, you can discuss the queer community without trying to shove the agenda on our children. The queer community is the past and present. Allow us to be in the future as well. Oppose HB837.
Thank you. Next.